Okay, so we're into the ready section now. So this is your exam questions from past papers. So simplify fully 56 to 24. So what we could do, for me, it's a calculator exam. So rather than mess about, what I'm going to do is just type it into a calculator. So I use the fraction button. So even though it's not a fraction, I'm treating it as such, so I can simplify it. So if I put 56 over 24, it simplifies it. It'll make it into 3 over 7. That's 56 will become 7. Not 3 over 7, it was 7 over 3. So that 56 will become 7, and this will become 3. Alright. So rather than trying to find your highest common factor, which is obviously 8, which will go in on both, just do it like that. Then it's much easier. You get the calculator to do the work rather than you get bogged down with the work itself. So writing the ratio of 5 to 4 in the form of n to 1. So what we've done with that 4 to change it into a 1 is we've divided it by 4. Yeah. So 4 divided by 4 will give me 1. So I've got to do the same with that 5. So your answer is going to be 1 there, obviously, because that's n to the form of 1. So what it becomes then is 5 divided by 4. So we can have it as a fraction if we want. So 5 over 4. Or it's probably best to change it into decimals. 5 over 4. And that'll be 1.25 or 1 1/4. 1.25. So that's what you're doing. You're dividing the 5 by the 4. So 5 shared by 4. And that's where the 1.25 comes from. So we're sharing £180 in the ratio of 1 to 9. So those steps involve, the first one is to add. So 1 plus 9 gives me 10. The next step was to divide the quantity by the answer from part 1. So 180 shared by 10. That gives us 18. So what we do with that next part, I can't fit it in there, but the third part then would be 1 times 18, which is 18. And the next part would be 9 times 18, which is 162. Alright. It's always worth, when you've split a ratio, just double check. 18 plus 162 gets us back to that 180. So a similar question, just different numbers. So divide 405 in the ratio of 4 to 11. So step 1, 4 plus 11 gives us 15. And then step 2 will be 405, so your quantity divided by the answer from part 1. So part 2 was 405 shared by 15. And the answer to that is 27. So this first part here is going to be 27 times 4. So 27 times 4 gives me 108. And this second part here, so it started up as 11, so it's going to be 11 times 27. And that gives us 297. And it's worth just double checking with a calculator that 297 plus 108 does get us back to the 405, so that works. So Dave has got £1 coins and £2 coins in the ratio of 2 to 3. So that's the quantity of them, 2 to 3. He's got £24 altogether, so how much of each coin does he have? So that's the quantity of 2 to 3. So if we look at that as value, so if he's got 2 lots of pound coins, what he's got 2 lots of pound coins, so he's got £2. Right, because he's got £2 coins. And then if he's got 3 lots of £2 coins, what he's got 6 there. So we've got 2 to 6 as a ratio. So what we're doing then is we're splitting £24 out in the ratio of 2 to 6. So same sort of steps as we've done before. So step 1 is to add them both together. So 2 plus 6 gives us 8. Step 2 is your quantity, which is 24, divided by 8, which gives us 3. So part 3 would be 3 times 2, which is 6, and then 3 times 6. So 3 times 6 is 18. So we've got 18 worth of £2 coins. So that again is your value. Right, so luckily add those two together and we get the £24. So that works. So that's your value. Right, so that's how much they're all worth. So in terms of quantity then, what we've got is we've got £6 worth of pound coins. So what we've got is we've got £6 coins. And then what we've got is we've got £18 worth of £2 coins. So what we've got is we've got 9 £2 coins. So that's how many we've got. So we've got 6. There you go, there's your pounds. So 6 lots of £1, then 9 lots of £2.